Hi everyone, welcome to 15.2 PFA Color Suite. The AI color grading has really transformed so many people's life. And today we're going to look at how amazing to train your own AI color grading assistant to transform your workflow, cutting away hours, and in seconds finish your entire grade. So let's take a look. So today we have 5 shots here, all amazingly shot for a fashion film. So once we have done what have changed in 15.2 is really the correction print group as well as the film glaze group that create the fresco look. First step, correction log, convert the log to reservoir line. Great with AI. You can use delogify and log exposure to further fine tune. Just look at how nice this is. Just by tuning a little bit, we already changed the log to reservoir 9 and stripping away the native manufacturer saturation so we can leave the best kind of clean canvas for color grading later. For correction exposure, one click, done. The new introduction of correction print, it really brings the 32-bit float math conversion. It's not LUTs, it's mathematical algorithm conversion from digital video to film stock. So camera negative is a bit like log for film. So that's how the log idea came about. So the camera negative, you can choose the famous film prints that they put in on the camera. For example, it can be XX. Then you can choose your film print, Fuji 3521. You can increase the print intensity. The combination of these two convert your digital video to film. So next, we can use subtractive density to add a little bit. And now we have a very clean foundation. Now that's the AI part that comes in. I have trained just one single sample. That means I use 170 parameters to create a great and accurate AI training. Just click generate look. Look at how amazing the result is. I can reduce the film look intensity and filter through all the options. It will understand how I do the 170 parameters of change and generate variations based on the change. Look at how great this outcome is. And look at what it has done for all the tabs. Tonal curve, film spectral contrast, film split tone, color density. Look at all the fine tune and adjustment it has made. This is not a fluff. It's built by yourself, trained by your own, and you become a color grading assistant exactly like you. So now I can copy the grade. Look at how well the grades stay consistent throughout the shots. Guys, literally just 10 seconds, I finished grading the entire timeline. Look at how, even though sometimes it's shot on different lens, different focal length, the characteristic of the lens, and at the same time, I can use CinePulse AI, just generate a look and create a different kind of variation. I can do the same, copy and paste to the other shots. You will stay neutral. You will stay exactly true to what I see with my eye. That's how wonderful this entire engine is. That's how powerful and change your entire life. But now, let's take a look at, let's stop cheating, okay? Let's go back to the manual way of create your grade. You have to do your first AI training by using and understanding a tool. We have full course breaking down on that, so you can check out the link, download the free trial and play with. So spectral contrast is where you bring the native sensor data in RGB channels format. So for example, I can increase the red contrast, I increase a little bit, reduce a little bit of red contrast, and increase a little bit of green contrast. Look at just that simple fine tune and adjustment. How organic is the color that bring into the picture? So imagine you shoot on log, you shoot on GoPro, you shoot on RAW and HDR. Film spectral contrast will bring out every single color detail. Just this one picture itself. Actually, I'm done with a natural look. Actually, it's a correction plus any of these groups. For example, contrast group is consisting of these 3 tools, color tools consist of these 4 tools, and the film mixer engine consists of these 5 tools. When you combine correction plus any one of it is enough to create a grade. For a natural kind of naturalistic look, this is enough. Next, I can go straight to color density. I can increase the global density. Look at how well the density calculation is. Look at how dense the red is. That's the filmic subtractive density we always look for. That's why sometimes you feel, oh, my image look very cheap. Why others can look so expensive? This is a secret. The secret lies in the subtractive saturation. Look at the difference if you use color swap, which is additive saturation. When you increase global saturation, look at how cheap it is because it's actually brightening the pixels. But it's very useful for you to change the saturation and you need to rotate the hue. You will need color swap for the additive color size. But for color density, the real organic color, look at, and I increase saturation, how it gets deeper instead and darker. That's how amazing this entire toolkit is. And no matter how much we have pushed so far, we can always play back as real lifetime playback speed. This is absolutely insane. Next, we can go to Film Glaze. This is a new group that adds a very nice touch to our image. So you increase the wetness, volume, and creamy depth, you instantly get the cinematic punch. look at how gorgeous we have done to bring the actual punch to the image. That's how fantastic it is. And we can use Film Mixer, increase the teal and orange, or create a teal and pink palette, so I can copy and paste to all the shots, and all of them will look identical with all my treatment. Look at how beautiful the red is when I want it to pop. Of course, I can make it even denser and it looks darker and deeper, and that is just the best color science out there, and you can play back at full speeds, and that's how amazing it is. So that's all for this episode. So you can try out the free trial, which is on 13.3, but it's sufficient for any kind of workflow for you to test out the true power. You want to access 15.2, use the code TANGO2026, then you can get it in your dashboard right away. Okay, my name is Nash, Passion, Views, Ambition. I shall see you in the next one.